Cancer right now has always been used, the cures has also always been Western medicine, right? Chemotherapy. But what Professor Vivian Wong tried to do was to unite Western medicine with Chinese medicine to cure cancer. A combination of a quantified Western science with a qualifying or in terms of what we call using quality, all right, to where Chinese medicine and Western medicine is combined in such a way that you have a synergy of two systems to cure one of the most devastating diseases ever. Now, these three examples that I brought up, Needham, Stephen Hawking, and Professor Vivian Wong, is an example of perhaps what we should be trying to do, rather than split Western science and Chinese science, to find a way to describe both so that Western science would benefit from the Chinese philosophical aspect of yin and yang with Western medicine, and also Western science to help us quantify the concepts that we have in Chinese medicine and even cosmology, and therefore bringing about perhaps a better way of understanding science than what we have right now. And I think that's what Needham, Stephen Hawking, and Professor Vivian Wong.
Thanks very much. It's a really detailed discussion. Thanks very much for your very good question. All right.
Shall we give Professor Mei a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you very much. Lastly, Dr. Li would like to give us his closing remarks.
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Professor Mei, for very inspiring and very entertaining, also about very enlightening comment about your association with Joseph Needham. And for those of you who had never seen the books of the SCC series, you could just walk over to the Central Library. And if you could not find the Central Library, that Professor Angela here, she's here, East Asian History of Science Foundation has donated a complete volume, a set of volumes. So I'm sure somewhere in Queen's College Library, you might also have found some reference book. As a chemist, I certainly believe that science is universal. As Eric Chung just mentioned, we need to synthesize the East and the West. And that is why when we read chemistry in the secondary school level, we talk about oxygen, and we all talk about chemistry of oxygen beginning in 1780 or something like that. So you could see in China, in ancient time, 300, 400 BC, alchemy, metallurgy was already very developed, and as Professor Mei had just mentioned. So I believe as this is our first lecture, focusing primarily on the secondary school students, and we hope through this learning curve, we shall learn more about how to improve, how to upgrade the topics so that it will be even more enlightening as we move on to other areas of specialty, how we relate China and the West and vice versa. And I appreciate so much Professor Mei, but above all, I need to thank two people. Number one, the Permanent Secretary of Education, Mrs. Cheng. And then Mr. Lee Chi-hong, who has made all the detailed arrangements, minute details, last minute emergency, everything. So personally, I owe you a lot of gratitude and thank you so much. And I hope as we move on to 2015, we wish you all happy holiday and good luck in your examination. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. So when you have finished filling in the evaluation forms, please pass them to the science. Thank you all for coming.